Nick, I still haven't gotten my check. I've been doing this for how many months now? You get paid, right?
Yeah, I've been getting mine every week.
How much?
Like $2.50.
$2.50. Oh, okay. Like $2.50?
Yeah.
Oh. I'd still like to have that.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the month, I'd be able to pay him the $8 for Adobe.
That's what I'd be able to get this to you, Nick, if you would just like give me my check. God, man. Woo! All right. Well, back at it again in Omega Level. Your boy Jersh, your boy Steven.
I'm not your boy.
My acquaintance Steven. It's like
I'm my own person.
he is his own person.
Omega level.
Omega level.
Omega level.
Omega level. Game of Thrones, episode 5.
Game of Thrones. Yeah, episode 5.
I feel so weird because I'm like, apparently, very few of people that like
You're
this episode.
one of 50 people on the planet.
Yeah.
I have mixed opinions. I do completely understand why people are starting to like turn against the show. Where to begin? Where do we start off?
I mean, we can start from the jump of the episode. Was there some things that you didn't like about this? What are some big moments you think some people didn't care for? I mean, they've definitely voiced it with the whole
Probably the majority of everything.
majority of everything.
I'm trying. Okay, what was it started off? Oh, started off with, is it Varys or Viserys? I always
Varys.
forget it. The dude with the little sparrows.
Eunuch.
The Master of Whispers or what the fuck ever.
Mm-hmm. Who I thought previously was the Maester of, or the Hand of Cersei, but I was wrong. It was confirmed in this. They just stopped talking about the Whispers for so long that I was like, I'm pretty sure
Yes,
he has
exactly.
control, but no.
So no
that
one
wasn't.
even knew that he had this little girl. I guess it's like another little bird of his.
Mm-hmm.
Who knows if she even got the message out? I mean, I guess she
Showed her
had
in the
to.
town,
Okay.
scared, shitting her pants.
Regardless, he fucked up. Apparently, he's not as smart as he used to be. I guess. For some reason, he's trying to like usurp Dany. I mean, we all know why, because everyone's becoming nervous that she is going mad, which it's fucking confirmed that she is in this
I
episode.
still don't think it confirmed it. She killed her enemies.
She burnt the entire city down.
A rotten city.
Not a.
Absolutely.
It was the
rotten
place where her
city.
father landed, though.
Okay.
So where the Iron Throne is.
And every person jumped from king to queen.
I
That's a terrible
you
city.
don't have a choice.
That's a terrible city.
Whatever.
Reset button. I'm just saying. I mean, it's a
Uh,
terrible city.
My least favorite thing on the episode was the very ending. Because they just had an ex machina horse come out of nowhere.
That was your biggest complaint?
That was this. I was like, okay, so this horse just like came out of nowhere.
I mean, it was the horse that
not
the one
hurt.
dude was riding previously.
But regardless, like Matt says, like, okay, they're definitely padding time out with that whole thing.
That was
And
a pretty nice shot. I mean, I can
I
see
know.
why that would be
her
pandering,
running away,
suppose.
I guess that's just, it's all but confirmed. I guess she's going to go out for revenge and just go kill Dany for some reason.
I don't know. Especially with how she talked to the Hound and she, like, thanks. Like, she didn't need the redemption. She's like, you're right. I don't need to go after her. So she seeked a way out. Like, Arya was like, okay, you're right. My life's not worth getting somebody else's death, even though she's going to crumble. And she did. She did get crumbled by the fucking
She had like
the
5
castle
buildings
itself.
land on her.
Yep. And
And
like Nick
just-
said, it was a bittersweet ending to a Cersei. You know, for most people, it upset them that nobody else, you know, as a viewer,
No one got to take her life.
could see her. I had no problem with that, but I could see why people were like, oh, you know, I wanted Arya to kill her. I wanted Sansa to kill her. I wanted Jon to kill her. I wanted Dany to kill her, you know?
I didn't mind that.
I didn't either. I didn't like that her and Jaime were back together again, but
Yes, that
also
was my
not
thing.
surprised because Jaime has always loved her regardless of the shit she has put him through.
I think, okay, my biggest complaint is Tyrion.
Doing the same thing that he's been doing for 8 seasons?
It's fucking stupid. Like, how have you not learned your lesson from this?
After killing his father and being betrayed by almost every Lannister there is?
Exactly. So why would you save your brother? Because you saved him at one point?
Because he has a heart of
And-
fucking gold, and he always has.
I guess, but it seems like he's mostly just doing it so he can save all the citizens of King's Landing.
He doesn't
But
want to
like,
kill.
why?
What,
He has what attachment does he have to them?
what
Like
most
you said,
people...
everyone has called him a monster.
Well, it's just like what most people are why they're upset for killing civilians is that they are deemed innocent because they're civilians. They lived in a rotten town and they're all fucking vile people.
He
But
put his
they
life
are-
on the
they are
line,
civilians.
saving his brother so that way they can go get Cersei and run away and shit. Like, your family sucks. They've always sucked.
100%. 100%. They are garbage people.
I know. It's like she literally just told him. It's like, hey, you failed me twice. Don't fail again or else I'll kill you. Immediately he goes and saves his brother.
He's going to die.
Oh, he has to now.
Especially when they go back and try to find Jaime and he's no longer in chains. They don't know he's dead. You know what I mean? No one's going to dig under the rubble of the Iron Keep.
Yeah, no one even
No one checked.
No one checked.
They just
did
went back to guard. Like, fuck it, we'll just go.
That's fucking stupid.
I'm assuming
I
that
didn't
guard
think of
just went back. They didn't even go in because they're like, oh, it's the hand. Why would he betray the queen? That's my guess.
I don't know. Whereas we see a lot of people burning alive, but not Viserys.
Yeah, they don't. It's Varys, dude. God.
Varys. Sorry.
Viserys is her brother. So that's why there's a name popping in your head. It's her brother, man.
There's
That was the
there's
Golden
a few
Crown.
names in the show that sound similar.
I mean, yeah,
Brandon
Melisandre,
Braun,
Missandei.
Melisandre, Missandei,
They-
Viserys and Darius or whatever.
John and Joan. I mean, come on, dude.
Saruman and Sauron.
I mean, we're spitting straight facts here.
Peter Porker.
I mean, Tarlock, Unalak. I mean, it's got
Noah Talk.
Noah Talk. Avatar, baby.
The Boulder.
We'll get one in every episode, man. That's what we do.
I saw a funny
The
picture.
Boulder.
It's completely unrelated, but it was like to rival Elf on a Shelf, they put Boulder on his shoulder.
Aye, the Boulder.
If they don't put The Rock in that episode,
Gosh,
I'll fucking
I
stop
know.
watching.
He needs to be. God, I didn't even think about that. He totally
Really?
needs to be the Boulder. Yeah, I didn't even think about that. Man, the Rock needs to be Boulder. Seriously, awesome. That is awesome. Holy shit, that's great.
I hope they do
That's
it. I
great.
really, really hope they do it.
Oh man, I did not. That is awesome. All right. Well, back at the shitty episode at hand, I suppose. Big
like-
deaths, though, man. I mean, we got the Clegane Bowl, folks. Like, I felt like it lived up to the hype because it's exactly how I expected it to happen.
He looked. I don't know. The mountain
didn't like how he
looked
looked?
a little weird.
It was the actor. You could tell
Was
it
it
was
the actual original
yep.
actor?
Well, not the original because they've changed
Okay.
through 3, but it's the one that they've
Yes.
seen since he's been shirtless walking up to before the Viper. He's the one since the Viper,
It's a pretty one-sided fight.
who at one point was the strongest man on the planet. So that's a good guy
That
to play
was
the mountain.
my other complaint with this episode is the whole time I've just been waiting for them to load the boulder. Sorry, the mountain. I was waiting for them to put him
Load the
on a
mountain.
ballista. It's like load the mountain, just launch
And fire
him,
that
just
son of a
fucking
bitch.
one clean swing and decapitate Drogon.
Yep, the only way I would have been okay was Cersei fucking getting the throne. Yep, the mountain flew in the sky and killed the dragon. Nothing's topping that moment. I mean, oh
Wait,
my
this is officially the greatest show of all
yeah,
time.
Arya killing the Night King, that's nothing. The mountain killing a fucking dragon by himself. Now that's something. Oh, man. That would have been, whew, that would have been absurd, but I would have loved it.
I
God.
would have been so happy.
I think everybody in that room that we were watching would have cried, like in tears of joy, just like, this is the greatest show ever created.
Load the mountain.
Load the mountain. Load the mountain. But big death to Clegane Bowl, it went exactly how I was expected. Completely one-sided.
Yeah,
They
both
made
of-
it seem like the Hound had a good little fight, but it was
He stabbed him
complete.
through the fucking face.
To what avail? To him stepping back and giving enough room to get tackled. That's all it did. Man, and I mean, they killed the Hound anyways, so it's not
I
a big
like
deal.
how
but
that
they
happened
actually,
too, because it's like he shows up, he kills 3 of Cersei's guards, and Cersei's just like, I'm just gonna slip on by.
and
Also because she starts like, you need to defend me, stay by your side, Mountain. And then I always forget that dude's name. It's Her Hand, basically that alchemist
old
or
pedophile motherfucker.
necromancer, whatever dude. The dude that enjoys the sounds of
The
children
man
screaming.
that made the mount.
Yeah, the one that made the mountain. He's like, you obey your master and just get fucking
Dude,
crushed.
yes, and disobeyed Cersei, man. Oh God, that's awesome.
He has the recognition
Because-
of hatred for his brother, apparently.
Exactly. He still had that little that lets you know that the mountain wasn't completely
But
gone.
he didn't do anything, though, when they had that last meeting when they showed him the undead. Like,
It was too early.
Sandor just goes up and just talks mad shit, and he's just like, whatever, I'll take it.
You always knew, brother. And technically, the Hound
And I
did
guess
get
that
him.
was another, like, somewhat big moment, I guess, is when he tells Arya to leave and that he doesn't want her to become like him, just tied up with vengeance. Like, she actually, I think that might be the only time she ever actually called him Sandor.
Yep, that's a lot of people are saying.
Because when I heard her say that, I was like, huh, that name sounds funny coming from her mouth.
It does, right? It does. It does.
I guess it's just been so long since I've even heard Sandor. I don't know if I've ever heard anybody say Sandor.
And does it make you think that since he remembered him, that the mountain actually got what the mountain actually wanted to become like this unstoppable force? Like maybe he's not this just complete monster that's actually still a person there. He's just
I don't know,
becomes better
because
than what he is.
before then he had his own house and he always had servants and shit sent to his house just so he could fucking kill him.
Yeah, but now I mean he gets that anyways, but now has no need to eat, sleep.
When's the last time he's even actually had a fight though? Like I don't know if this is actually what he wanted or not.
That's
I
true.
really don't
To be
know.
a glorified guard. Yeah, I mean it's hard
Yeah,
to say.
That seems a bit much.
It is hard to say. That's true.
Was he part of like the royal guard or whatever the hell they are?
I mean, probably to the smallest degree of like you're the main one.
I can't even remember what the hell they called them.
It I'm pretty sure it's the Royal Guard. What Jamie was a part of.
Yeah, but I don't think it was actually called Royal Guard. I think they called it something else. Comments or correction here, Nick.
Put it right here. But leave out
yeah,
fuck
put
this
an
episode.
actual correction. Don't put a false thing that contradicts what I said, what is actually correct, you son of a bitch. You don't deserve that, I'm sorry.
Man, I know.
I just probably got like some derogatory bullshit above my head right now.
100%.
Who else died this? Oh, Jamie fought Euron.
Oh, you're
for some fucking reason.
I mean, he was there. He survived. After Dany with her dragon just decimated the
Euron
entirety
himself
of this
just said
army.
like, "This is the sound of a city dying. We've lost." But for some reason, he goes back.
Well, his son. Well, what he thought was his son. He's for some reason thinks he's a king. Okay, he bangs Cersei and then he thinks he's a king.
Yeah, I guess so.
I mean, come on.
He's a self-proclaimed pirate lord.
He's a straw hat pirate.
And he also, like, for a pirate, he has very nice white teeth. But then again, I mean, everyone on the show does.
Yeah, there's not a lot of accuracies when it comes to this kind of stuff.
No.
When you watch like stuff like the Black Sails, all those people shouldn't be pretty. They're pirates, okay? They're gross.
That's scurvy.
You're gross. Vikings does a pretty good job of that.
But
they make it pretty gross.
Anyways, the entire Iron Fleet and Golden Company are just fucking demolished now.
Mm-hmm.
So Drogon,
with
or like
ease.
The dragons went from being like relatively easily picked off, like, to just like, well, this one dragon just destroyed this entire fucking city and like two different kinds of
all about
armies.
Sneak attack.
Yeah,
they came from a different angle. Drogon said, "Nah, bruh."
Also, yeah. So, regardless of what your opinions are, like with the story and like the lack of character development that's kind of happened in these recent episodes, like this was easily one of the most well shot episodes and most well performed episodes I've seen.
Mm-hmm.
That being said, they do the thing that normally just like, this is such a minor thing, but like it still just annoyed me. So she's got her little Dany's got her little ragtag remainder of her army sitting in front of King's Landing. You got the whole Golden Company there. You got like all the I think they call them the Scorpions. Those are the ballistas, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Fucking countless scorpions everywhere. She does a little sneak attack, and then they do the thing where like she just blows open the gate, and they show that shot like 5 times. I don't know. That annoys me in any movie or show I see. There's like where they showed like the same explosion 5 different times. Like, I get it.
That was 5 different scorpions. That wasn't the same shot. That wasn't the same shot.
I'm talking about the gate being blown open.
That's what I'm saying. They didn't do the whole repeat of that. I don't know what you're talking about. They didn't show
like when
explosion.
Drogon comes up and comes behind the Golden Company. And
they showed the one explosion, and then the rest was the remainder of the wall getting blasted down.
I'm pretty sure it was the gate.
They haven't done that this entire time. Why would they do that now?
I don't know, because they were pretty proud of that shot.
Maybe.
I assume that's what they always do with like
great
movies
shots
and stuff.
in this,
Is just like, okay, that was a nice explosion.
And that's like Michael Bay shit. That's not. That's not what happened here. They didn't
I'm
show
fairly
the same.
confident that happened.
I don't think it is. They showed the whole wall break down, man.
It was just one hole.
The big gaping hole, but yeah, when they were going down the side where the other scorpions, there was 5 going down, and they had to showcase that each one was.
Yeah, I thought that showed her just going and sweeping by.
Yeah, one big thing. So that wasn't like just one explosion.
But it was right
when
that gate opened. They showed like 5 different explosions.
And they've also shown with the little hint of green that there was still some of that dragon's breath or whatever, the wildfire.
Yeah, wildfire.
Within the city.
Not
a lot.
That was Dany's dad's, I think, remaining stuff. Maybe not. I don't know. Regardless, like, if it's all gone or not, like, I don't know. Didn't really matter. The whole city's ash now.
Yeah. No. Her prophecy came true that she had the dream about in Karth. Or was it Marine? I can't remember the city that she did it in.
I don't remember.
I'm pretty sure it was Karth. With
a lot of content I've forgotten.
The dragon. Yeah, and I feel like that's what people forget too when they're talking about this show, that they haven't watched this, since the season has aired.
But they've always hinted at Dany being kind of a ruthless bitch. Ever since she burnt that
enemies,
first
man.
person that like killed her hubby. Drogo.
Yeah. The witch?
Yeah, the witch.
She vanquished her enemies.
She did she not crucify people in the city, like
the maesters?
Yes.
No, the slaves that she freed did.
Okay, regardless, like she supported that though, I think.
Well, she didn't stop it.
Well, yeah, exactly.
But is that wrong?
Crucifixion's pretty fucked up.
But they crucified innocent people.
I know, but gee, you don't do eye for an eye. You gotta be better than that.
So you would say back then that she was already doing something that was wrong. So how is this out of character?
I mean, that's what I'm saying. It's not necessarily out of character, but she's been growing. Like, she's supposed to be better than that.
She still can be. She just completely. She 100%.
They surrendered. They rung the bells.
You, I don't know. I don't feel like giving mercy to somebody like Cersei is the best option.
That was just Cersei.
Crucify me if you must.
She could have just flown up to the Red Keep and just burnt her, but she the whole city is gone, and so many people.
And you know
burnt to
you
death.
know what that is, and all those people burned to death. You know what that means? There's not a single doubter in that thing now.
Yeah, because
Other
they're
than her
all
own
dead.
people.
They're all dead.
There's no one exactly. There's no usurper. There's no this and that, unless it's coming from the people that she ultimately thought betrayed her. So that will be the case. She would be 100% correct about the betrayal.
Like, nobody in the army besides Jon and like Davos were just like, "Hey, this is fucked up and wrong." Everyone else is just like pillage and rape.
I mean, they follow their queen. They got them that far.
But
Why would
they
stop?
heard the bell. They knew what was supposed to happen.
But they see the person, the head of the army, doing what she's doing. They're not going to stop.
Yeah,
Plus,
none of
what
them-
Grey Worm dealt with, of course, he's the leader of that whole fucking brigade. He's like
I
the
saw
first man.
people complaining about him and like saying that's unlike him. I'm like,
That's unlike
that was
him.
the one
That's
thing
cute.
I was just like, I mean, he just lost the one thing he loved. He's been pissed off, so I don't think that's necessarily
The only thing he's ever had
uncharacteristic
attached.
for him.
Exactly. The only thing that he's had an attachment to his entire existence was taken from him.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't. Yeah, I don't.
I don't have an
it
issue
sucks.
with Grey
It's very
Worm.
unfortunate that this is happening.
What do you think is going to happen in this one remaining episode?
I'm hoping that they don't have this whole topsy-turvy, like, twist and turns where, like, oh, she's bad, we got to kill her, blah, blah, blah. I really hope that it comes to the point of, like, and there's also been people that have said that would be stupid, too, of, I have found peace, my job is done, let us prosper. It's probably not going to happen, and then there's some things that can make you seem like, well, that's dumb, then it goes back against her. No, it doesn't. She just vanquished her last enemy. She went through the Night King, the last night. Are you kidding me? The Battle of Winterfell? After all that shit, and man, I personally don't have any problems with what it's doing. It's unfortunate because I don't
feel
like them
we need
painting
more
Dany.
episodes than only like one more.
I don't know, because then I feel like people would have been like, oh, now this is dragging. Because there's not much to focus on except for character relationships. And I feel like most of the character relationships have been fleshed out.
So let's say Dany dies. What the hell's going to happen to Drogon?
He'll fly off into the sunset.
Just
He'll swallow his mother and just fly off and then come back with an army of dragons that are still alive. From
That
old
would be
Valeria.
something.
Bro, that'd be gangster. That'd be gangster. But no one will call the dragon mad.
He's a fucking
It's all,
dragon.
exactly. That's all I'm saying.
What does that even mean?
I don't know. It felt like a good mic drop moment. It's just a I'm just saying, people bat their eyes and freaks out about a horse dying, but no one cries when dragons are dying.
Are you kidding me? I think a lot of people have been upset that the dragons have died.
Yeah, but PETA's going to have a heyday with this one.
Who?
PETA.
Oh.
I was talking about the horse dying. Everyone's like, oh, man, it's going to freak out. But we see a dragon die. Well, Josh, they're mythological creatures.
I'm pretty sure Peter got upset about Mario stepping on Koopas before.
Oh, yeah, you're right. You're right.
But then I think they backlashed and said, or like
Oh, they're not real.
backtracked and said that was a joke.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
Someone said something, and they're like, you know what?
PETA
you're right.
kills a lot of animals. I know that. They are not good people. Let's make this the PETA hate.
So does your
podcast.
average farmer. Okay. But we forget about that.
That's for purposes, though.
I know. Well, this is for all the vegans out there.
Fuck you.
I mean, I don't agree with your way of living, but I mean, you do you, man. This is not.
No, if anything, we do
Steven.
need to strictly.
I know I said this
become a
before,
lot
but crop
more
them out. Crop them out,
vegetarian.
Nick. Oh man, I mean, this might be a shorter episode, but I mean, is there anything else you want to harp on? I mean, I feel
I'm
like
trying to think of,
cinematography
like,
wise, great.
Some
Everything
other
else
stuff
is great.
that
Acting is
happened
great.
That was major.
The scene between Tyrion and Dany was very like, oh fuck me, Tyrion's dying, dude. He's already betrayed her.
Fucking stupid.
He did. They're gonna
That
kill
just
him.
really annoyed me.
I hope not. She's gonna be.
But yeah, Jamie and Euron fought. Euron stabbed him twice, which seemed like with relatively fatal blows, but he still made it to his sister. And then Euron's all happy and shit as he got like like a sword shoved through him. He's like, "Oh, I killed Jaime Lannister."
Dude, and just died with a smile on his face, but it's a lie. He didn't kill Jaime.
No, even though those were pretty mortal wounds.
Oh yeah, he was most likely, but he didn't die because of Euron.
Yeah.
He died because of a fucking crumbling castle.
He died holding his sister.
Oof. I'm not surprised. I'm surprised.
Fucking weirdos. Also,
Man,
love,
you weren't born then,
also
okay?
like the fact that, like, yeah, we had We had Danny and John talking again. She's like, so you told Sansa, who told Tyrion, who told Varys. The worst game of fucking phone call you could have ever had.
I mean, she said it a little bit better than that, but
I know. I'm just saying.
The person
like,
I told you not to tell. You know what I mean? It all comes back to John. It's all John's
she's
fault.
like, I'm not loved here in these 7 kingdoms. All I have is fear. And then he's like, well, I'll always love you. They start making out. He remembers that she's his aunt. Backs away, and she's like, okay, fear it is.
He
then.
keeps having this weird turned on. He's like, man, I'm really, fuck, it's my aunt, dude.
They've done that like twice this season so far, where it seems like they're going to bang.
She can
again,
go past it.
but
He can't.
Like, he backs up.
Yep.
Understandably. It's his sister, or aunt, sorry.
Mm-hmm.
And even then, like, there's a distance growing between them. And now I think that distance is just solidified because he kept trying to pull everyone back. He killed one of his own people because he was going to rape a woman in, like, the worst fucking situation he could have ever done that in.
Because John's a good man.
Because he's the best.
John is a good man.
He's the best.
He's second best.
He's the best. He came back from the dead.
That doesn't make you the
We're going to
best.
see if Danny
That makes
does
you an
We're going to
abomination.
see that if Danny does that next episode.
Mountain comes from the best. Does that mean he's best? He came back from the dead. Is the mountain the best?
Not
With
by,
your logic?
Not by a god.
I mean,
He wasn't brought back by a god.
is the Lord of Light an actual god? What if he's a demon?
He has powers.
Yeah, how well that do against the Night King?
I mean,
Ain't do shit.
He won.
The God of Light is a joke. There's only one true God, and it's the old gods. I don't know. I'm just going with Jon Snow. I don't know, dude. Jeez. Bran is the only good person in the show because he's not tied to anything emotionally.
Just completely apathetic.
He's just like, I care about the history of Westeros, and that's it.
That's my main.
No, Bran,
one of
I
my
agree.
main complaints is that like ever since they talked about the Mad King, like hearing voices and shit, and that's what drove him mad. I always assumed that was going to be Bran's doing.
Because especially with the whole Hodor thing.
Yeah, but I never got that.
That's interesting.
I assume that will happen in the books if they ever get finished.
But that'd be crazy. Man, that's nuts. That'd be nuts if
You
that's
didn't
actually.
think of that
No, I didn't
before?
even think about that.
That's what I was hoping for this whole time.
Wow. I mean, we still have an episode, an hour and 20 minutes. I
really
there's a
doubt
lot.
that.
There's no war, so it's
another
all
hour and
dialogue.
20? I thought it was just
80 minutes.
Okay.
Nope, back-to-back 80 minutes. That's what I'm saying. There's no more war. I mean, there's obviously going to be some death, but there's no more war. So it's all
there's gonna be
it's
some death
all
'cause
story
Tyrion's gonna be
driven next
burnt in front of
episode.
everybody.
Yep.
John's probably gonna fucking be burned in front of everyone. I'm gonna be fucking pissed.
John's not dying, man.
I don't see what there is left for him to do besides kill his lover.
Ride Drogon off into the sunset.
Dude,
it's happening.
Take the last dragon.
And he's like,
fucking
the last
You think
Targaryen.
Danny will allow that?
No, because Danny's going to die, unfortunately. He's going to fucking be the last Targaryen on the last dragon, and he's going to sail away. And they're going to play, come sail away, come sail away, come sail. And everyone's going to be so happy, but that's just wrong.
Everyone's pissed off because they're not getting what they want, and that's just like
I think-
the one thing that's irritating.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone's like, "Oh, I wanted it to end this way," but like, well, it didn't happen. So,
Hey, guys, remember, there's 5 alternate endings. Your choice.
I mean,
Which I don't see how that's possible now.
that will probably happen on like the DVD release or whatever.
But I don't even know how that's possible now. Like,
What?
what would your 5 endings be? You probably get to choose your king, choose your queen.
I mean, I think they filmed them all to like trick everyone. I think on the show.
I'm interested to see how it goes because there's no with how this episode seems to be recepted. I don't think that there's any possible good ending. For me, there still is very many possible good endings.
I think when season 8 gets released,
no
on
one will be
Blu-ray. We'll have that one chapter from the next book that'll never come out. They've released that chapter like 3 different times over time. Like,
They're like, and here's this chapter, and here's
like
this.
this is the same shit we read last year.
I actually read a comment. I don't remember what I was on. They were talking about, guys, don't you realize that George R. R. Martin doesn't care about his fans? Of course, just writings, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, man, does this person not realize that this has nothing to do with George R. R. Martin's writing right now? It hasn't been since season 5.
I think he's had like he wrote some episodes, but I think like those were
But
like
he hasn't yet.
early seasons.
But I'm talking about this episode was in the reference to. It's like, this isn't his material. This isn't his source material. They have head writers on the show.
because George R. R. Martin has no more source material. He doesn't know what the fuck to do.
Even if he has some sort of like little bit, because apparently he told them how he wanted it to end. That's apparently true. He told Game of Thrones how
They
he
probably
wanted
still
it to end.
went radically like the other way from what he wanted.
Probably.
Because
So it
there's,
didn't
like-
spoil the book. Yeah.
What? There's nothing to spoil. It's not coming out.
I mean, I know that and Berserk. We're never getting an ending.
Oh, fuck yourself. Well, at least we're getting chapters.
Oh, that's cute. Can we get another Rickert chapter, please?
Can we? No, we haven't had a Rickert chapter in forever.
Oh, that's fine. Can we go back to a wedding that happened back when I watched this fucking shit? The Golden Age arc? Seriously, dude? The wedding hasn't even happened with Griffith and the homegirl?
We're getting close.
Getting close. What has it been, like 7 years now?
You don't even know what you're talking about.
Did that not happen in the Golden Age arc?
Golden Age?
Where he was like, got the daughter, where he banged her for the first time?
Yes.
Okay. And they're now finally just getting married? How long has that been?
It's been years.
Years?
Yes.
How many years, Steven?
I don't know.
Could it be close to a decade?
Probably. It's probably been like...
You heard it here, folks.
It's probably been more like 2 decades.
Never gonna finish. Well, is there anything else that you would like to elucidate on, sir?
I hope Arya wears Dany's face and then fucks Jon. That's probably getting cut out.
God, I hope not. But that is a good that is a good place.
She kills Jon too. He's like, this is all your fucking fault because you couldn't keep your fucking mouth shut.
Why'd you tell us? You know Sansa's not to be trusted. You should have just told me in confidence, dude.
Okay, so let's just say like Dany dies. Jon doesn't want the throne, so he might not.
But
take
he'll get it.
This might be the first time he ever actually fucking turns it down.
He's turned it down.
Maybe.
He keeps turning it down.
I know he keeps turning it down. I'm just saying, but like once Dany's dead, because it's more than likely going to happen.
I hope not.
If he doesn't take it, who's going to rule?
The people. But what people are left? Grey Worm, he finally gets that kingdom he always wanted.
I don't think he ever wanted a kingdom.
No, he did not. He just wanted Missandei, but so now he has nothing to live for. This is going to be an interesting episode.
The Hound's dead, so I was hoping he was going to take it.
We still have Bronn. That's what my little theory was back in
that's
episode 3. I was like,
that's all he can do is just sit, so it's perfect for him.
No, Bronn, not Bran.
Oh.
Bronn just is promised Highgarden, but one of the people that promised to him is dead. Iron Keep has been taken. So they won the war.
So is Bronn going to kill
Dan?
Tyrion the next episode?
I hope not. Why would he? Well, because he probably couldn't deliver on his promise because Tyrion's probably about to be killed.
Yeah, exactly.
Possibly be killed. He should because he did betray the queen.
Bronn's in the crowd's like, I want to do it. Give me the honors.
Even though he's my favorite character, he should be killed because he did betray the queen. Like, you deserve to die. You keep making the same mistakes, which, once again, is not because of this new season's writing. He's kind of always done this. I mean, it's true. He makes stupid mistakes for the House of Lannister that never fucking accepted him.
I got nothing left to say.
That's true. Let's end this one short. Hopefully we have a...
It feels pretty long.
Oh, shit. We did go way longer than I
You're
expected.
still around. We appreciate it.
Yeah, seriously. I mean, we had a nice little back and forth. We didn't get heated like we did last week.
No,
it was a good heated, though. It was a good heated. We were going back and forth pretty nice last week. I enjoyed the episode. Thought it was fine. It went against my personal preferences by a good amount, some things, but I thought it was shot and acted very well. It's hard for me to not like that.
I do say that they are going like the easiest route that they could have gone.
Yeah.
I guess, but...
Making her queen, I agree.
I'm saying like making her mad or whatever.
She's not mad.
You keep saying that, but she was fuming when she went and burnt that shit down.
If this was a man, no one would have said anything.
No...
Just saying, bro. If this was Jon,
if this
was Jon and he lost Sansa, he lost Bran, and he lost Arya,
and
he'd do the same thing. Everyone would be like, "Go, Jon!"
And the bells were ringing of surrender.
Nope, you're
and
wrong.
He just turns them
you're
over
wrong.
and just goes
and goes in and kills people.
Yeah. That's madness.
And if he wasn't tied into a Targaryen, no one would say he's mad. They think he was doing the right thing.
No, that's
they would
not true.
100%. I'm sorry. This is the facts. The facts. Bye.